All right, I'm Big Draco, and we here for the first episode of Talk Yo Ish artist interview series, and I got T.E.Z with me. How you living?
Trapinary Zip, man. What's going on with you, man?
Man. So
Nigga, how you doing? Nigga, don't that fucking not answer me,
I
nigga.
said, "Oh, I didn't say I was good. My bad, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
chilling, bro. I'm good."
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. All right, so you're an artist. So what first got you into music?
Man, I really started listening to music, as a kid. Like, my older cousins and shit like that, they was listening and shit. Cause see, like, nigga, when I was a kid, my mama, she was on that parental advisory shit, so I couldn't really listen to cussing music and shit. But when I went to my cousin in the house, they had that shit going. I had a couple little mixtapes and shit like that I had on some little bootleg shit, but my cousin them had the shit where it was like, it was rah 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 and all that shit. I remember we had Master P and Cash Money shit, and we listened to that shit at their house. And I just always like music. I was fucking with the drums like 5th grade and shit, but that shit didn't really work. You know what I'm saying? But I always had an ear for music. Like, I always fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? From the time I was really young as hell. I first, everybody went through that Bow Wow phase. I had Bow Wow's first album. Then I transitioned from Bow Wow to fucking Usher, and then it was Usher Confessions album. Then I had Chris Brown's first album. I forget the name of it, but
What's that with that wall to wall?
Yeah, some shit. No, Say Yo. It was Say Yo. That shit. Yeah, I had that shit. Yeah, I was on that shit, and then singing and dance. Nigga, I had Michael Jackson's like Green album. I forgot the name of that shit, but I had that shit too. Yeah, I had that shit when he was on the green cover and shit. You niggas look it up, but yeah, man, that shit been in me. You know what I'm saying? And then my mama, shit, she had me and my cousin in church and stuff like that, and I was, I did a little choir shit here and there, but
choir boys.
I was a little choir guy, had Jesus still instilled inside of me, but. Yeah, that's what it was. So, it's been in me since I was a kid, for real, for real.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I didn't even start off with the right question. Right question was, where you from? You know what I'm saying?
Kansas City, Missouri, man. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's good. What? Okay, so you said listening and everything got you into music. Mm-hmm. What inspires you to make music?
It's really therapy, man. It's really therapeutic. Like, it's like a release just to get a lot of things off my chest, things I might feel like that's going wrong in the world, or, I might feel like this might be this or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of things to get off my chest. Like, as a kid, I was honestly really quiet. I talked a lot of shit, though. I cracked jokes and, I get on you, but at the same time, I was really quiet. I was really observant, you know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of things and listened to a lot of things and all that type of stuff. But once I got into music, it just really showed me like, oh, I got a lot to say out here, So it was like, it was really kind of like one of them things, shit. Like I said, I talked about the people I listened to. Then when I got to a certain age, it was like, T.E.Z. and shit, Nelly, all that type of shit. Everything niggas saw on BT. You know what I'm saying? Like, BT, that was the shit. So anything niggas saw on BT, niggas was watching, man. Anything little tip drill. I was after dark, trying to watch that shit.
Nigga stayed up late.
I was trying to get caught with that shit. You know what I'm saying? This way before niggas was 12. Way before niggas, really getting off. But I was doing all that shit, so I was watching that shit. But yeah, they really inspired me, seeing that shit. They really inspired me. And I remember I was a kid, I told my mom, I said, I want to be like that. I'm going to be on TV, mama. We used to watch the BET Awards together. I said, I'm going to be like that. I'm going to be on TV like, such and such, or whoever it was that was, popping at the time, and that's what it was, so.
All right. What, So you said BT. So was you one of them them kids who got out of school and was 106 in Park as soon as they got home.
For sure, definitely. As soon as I got home, and then I couldn't wait till Friday. I couldn't wait to see who was getting off in the freestyle. I couldn't wait to see who was getting off in the freestyle, and really the freestyle Fridays. Like I said, I would watch that shit with my cousins, so I would know who was getting off right then and there, talking to them, seeing it was that hard, or you know what I'm saying. Like some stuff they might say, "Oh, that was shitty," and I might I might fuck with it. But most of the time, if it was ass, it was ass,
Right.
And I knew back then like this is what music is about, or it's not about. But honestly, really, it was just the visuals, man. It was the visuals of what I saw and niggas riding on, cars I never seen before. Cash Money, them niggas really played a big influence on my life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as like seeing that shit, so that's, I seen that shit around.
All that shit.
Yeah, no, I seen that shit. I seen that shit around the way and shit like that, but it wasn't like how Cash Money them was doing it, man. I'm like, damn, them niggas getting it. This is way before Wayne was, who Wayne is now. So, that shit was dope to me, man. I always fucked with it.
Yeah, that Cash Money era was definitely different.
That Cash Money was something different.
2000.
Nigga, Manny Fresh was pulling up. What was Big Timers? Manny Fresh was pulling up in screens and shit. I had never seen screens in a motherfucking car. I never seen screens in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching what's that shit? That Pimp My Ride shit, but
that shit was hard. Yeah,
after.
Right. But that was after that shit. Like 106. Honestly, in our generation, 106 really broke the mold. That shit really, that shit really took you to another level. Cause like, damn, like what the fuck? They really doing that shit? And it's like, yeah, they really doing that shit, man. Like, even if, whoever, I don't care how they was getting it, but shit, I seen it and they was doing it, man. And freestyle 106, they was doing that shit every motherfucking day, every motherfucking week. It was always the #1 video, so all you saw was nothing but cars and women and all that shit. And it was like,
all the shit
I gotta have it.
Yeah,
I gotta have it, man. I gotta have it.
That's for shit, so yeah. What let me see.
And talk to me, I'll talk back.
How would you describe if nobody ever heard your music, nobody ever none of that? How would you describe your music to somebody new?
Man, I really just paint pictures, man. I tell people all the time, and a lot of times, my favorite rapper E40, man.
Yeah.
And I started rocking with 40 probably about middle school. Older guy. I got in the car with him and shit. He was my friend, my best friend's stepdaddy and shit like that. And he was slapping 40. But the crazy part about it is my pops was playing 40 way before then, but I wasn't there yet. You know what I'm saying? He had mentioned 40, but he wasn't really playing 40. And when he played that nigga and he came with that art of storytelling and, I'm going to teach you how to sell dope, all that type of shit. And that's when I'm really starting to drop my nuts. You know what I'm saying? I'm really starting to come into my own and shit as a little man and shit. And that shit it's just the way he did it, man. It's really in the way he said it. It wasn't even about the funk shit and all the shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. It was really about the storytelling, how he did it, how he went about saying it and shit like that. And that shit just grasped me. You know what I'm saying? Before E40, it was T.I. T.I. He really spoke to me and shit like that. Jeezy, Plies, all them niggas like that. I just like the storytelling and how they went about it and.
Yeah, them niggas, T.I., if
you
listen to the early T.I.,
they really painted them pictures, bro.
Yeah.
They really painted the picture because at that time in life, I was really seeing that every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day out in my house or walk out that door, I seen that type of shit. So it was like, damn, them niggas really spitting that shit. I remember we came to Rubber Band Man. Rubber Band Man, that shit still to this day. Well, not to this day, probably to a year ago. My old lady got on me about that shit. I was wearing a rubber band. She said, nigga, you look silly. You know what I'm saying? So up until then, I was wearing a rubber band, because rubber band, nigga, you getting money. You know what I'm saying? You rock a rubber band on your wrist, you getting money. So, and I don't give a fuck what you talking about, but I still wear that. I still wear that shit. I don't give a fuck, but yeah, Rubber Band Man, Lil Jon, all that, all that shit from my era, bro. I rock with that shit. Every little, snap from the snappy fingers to
Yeah.
to the flashing and all that shit. I seen all that shit on TV, but I seen that shit in my surrounding areas.
Yeah.
So it was in my surrounding area. So it was like, oh, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I seen the big rims, niggas sitting on spokes and whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Old school, all that shit, bro. I seen that shit. So it's like, oh, this what it is. You know what I'm saying? And on top of the rappers, it was kind of like, oh, this is niggas getting money, you know? So I always said this is what I wanted to do, you know? That's what it was.
Makes sense. So how many projects do you have out already?
I got 3 projects out right now on Apple Music. You can look me up as capital T, capital E, capital Z with dots in the middle. That's Trappinary Zip for people who don't know.
Yeah.
I'm on Apple Music, all platforms and shit like that. I got my first album. I was shitty. I didn't really know. Yeah, I was shitty. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't after myself like that. I got it out there on SoundCloud. That's Real Speak EP. That's 7 songs. Then I got From All Angles. That's 15 songs. Cause see, I dropped my first shit in 2017. Then I came back through, took a little minute, whatnot. 2019 came out with From All Angles. That was 15 songs. Then I came right back with them, probably about a year later or so. Got 7 songs, a little quick EP. Then I came back with the halftime shit. So I got 3 albums. I got 3 projects out right now. And I got an album coming August 27th for my birthday. Hustler's Encyclopedia. That's 10 songs, all gas. Ain't nothing, no shortage on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never came with nothing late. And that's what it is, you know. It's all gas, no brake pads, man.
So you said you dropped your first in 17. So
2017, yes.
You been rapping for how long? Was you rapping before you dropped?
I was not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't rapping as far as like recording, but a nigga always knew how to rap.
Freestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, at the lunch table, you know, and that's the thing. Niggas forgot. I used to get off at the lunch table. You know what I'm saying? I used to get off at the lunch table. Niggas forgot about that shit. Everybody's rapping that shit that they are already, you know, written, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I learned different. See, a nigga told me a long time ago, my nigga Slade, he told me that shit a long time ago. I used to be like, oh, you hear such and such freestyle? He's like, you know, they wrote that shit. And I didn't think, you know, I didn't know. I'm like, oh, they freestyling, you know?
Yeah.
But he told me a long time ago. I was probably about, fucking sophomore in high school. He said, you know, they wrote that shit. So, nigga, every time we got to lunch table, it was trying to freestyle, nigga, you know, start beating on the table, woo-doo, women around, all that type of shit. Nigga, I'm rapping off the dome. I ain't give a fuck what nobody thought. You know what I'm saying? If I fucked up, I fucked up. You know, it is what it is. But I always been a off the dome type of nigga. Now, when it comes to actually recording, I write my shit down. I will write my shit down. But when it comes to freestyle, shit. Hey, it's all off the dome with me, man. When it comes to freestyle, I'm a freestyle and I'm going to do it like it ain't no other, you know?
So, you ain't answered my question. How long have you been rapping? How many years?
Nigga, I've been rapping since I was 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been rapping since I was 10 years old.
Okay.
I've been knowing music, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been knowing music since I was a kid.
Right.
But
so
as far as like rapping, nigga, I've been rapping since I was...
You was 10, but you ain't put out a project till
I would
17.
say 10. I would say 10 as far as like just actually rapping like really fucking with it. But I've been rapping since I was a kid with my little cousins. Like my cousins, I've been rapping, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, you know? But as far as like actually recording some shit, I would say 2017. So it's been about 5 years.
Okay. That's cool. I mean, that's not bad. That's a good time. I mean, you're still a new artist. You still
exactly
growing and shit. So what... You said you about to drop an album August 27th, which is coming up in a couple, you know what I'm saying, probably like a week or so away,
sir.
Maybe 2. Yeah. But give me a preview of that album. What does that album sound like to you? If you're, you know what I'm saying, give me a preview of what does it sound like.
That's a good question, man. You know, when I listened back at the shit I came out with in the beginning, you know, it's a sign of maturity. You know, I try to slow down on, you know, calling women out their name and shit like that. You know, some women are bitches. You know, some women are bitches. That's what it is. Some women treat themselves like bitches. Every woman is not a woman. You know, like every man ain't a man. But, you know, it's a difference in my delivery. You know, how, you know, as far as of aggressiveness and, you know, my concept, you know, things like that. I always had the same message. You know, if you doing what you doing, all that shit, do what you do and, you know, jet out of there. But at the same time, you know, I gotta understand that like some people ain't gonna get out of that shit. So I'm gonna still talk to them, but at the same time I gotta kind of like tone it down because I've grown as a man. You know, I ain't gonna, you know, I'm not on that shit as heavily as I was. So it's a difference. I'm trying to show niggas or tell niggas how to get it in a different way. You know, the way I wasn't necessarily taught or seen or whatever it was, because you know the way I was taught, and this how you do it. But then as you go through life and see shit like that, it's like, oh damn, niggas ain't really as solid as you know as they claim to be.
Yeah.
So I would just say the difference back then and now is just maturity, man.
So
it's
we're
just
gonna
maturity.
see. So let's say you said the first album is called what?
Real Speak,
So
Real
if
Speak
I
EP.
go back listen to Real Speak and then I listen to this, it's two totally different tales.
Nah, I'm still talking about the same shit.
But
I'm
no,
still
saying,
talking
but you
about
got the
shit.
growth, you
But
saying.
it's the growth as in far as like what I've been through and what I've seen in life. You know, I've experienced more. So there's more to talk about. You know, I'm still talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you out there doing what you got to do, I'm going to still talk that shit because I know what it is. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you how to do it and maneuver and woo. It just comes with experience and wisdom.
Right,
You know,
okay.
that's all it is. You know, it just comes with age. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be playing actively. You know, Grant Hill don't play actively, but he's Grant Hill.
And he's still
You know,
talking.
he's
still
Grant
talking
Hill.
about basketball.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So
okay, so new album dropping. What's your favorite song off the album?
my favorite song? That's tough. All of them my favorite. I ain't gonna lie
You got
to you.
one that you
That's
feel
really
like
like that?
one. Yeah,
Oh, I would say Buddy.
buddy.
My favorite song is Buddy. That's the first. That's the single on the album. That's the first song. I would say Buddy.
Buddy's your favorite.
I would say Buddy.
So you gonna have a visual for that coming soon?
That's in the works. That's in the
Okay.
works.
So
a nigga fucking with the car shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with the car shit, trying to, you know.
Yeah.
see,
so we
you know,
so we'll get okay. So
we'll get it.
Buddy's
You'll
your
get it. You'll get it.
Buddy's
You'll
your
get it.
okay. Buddy's your single.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your dream collaboration? Like who you want to work with? Like you could do a song together. Who is it?
Shit, I already said it. The water.
You want to 40?
40.
Okay.
Yeah, 40, man.
I got you. That I mean that's your favorite.
That's
artist?
what it is, you know. Whoever, for real. Whoever. I just hope they, you know, ready to get in the booth. Because I'm going to come with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to come with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come with it.
All right, so tell me this: what's your creative process like? Like when you in the studio or you ready to write a song? Like how does that? Like what are you? Walk me through what you do.
Man, when I hear the beat, if it's really knocking, I go right then and there. If I got it, you know what I'm saying? You know, kids, if you underage, don't do that shit. But nigga, I give me a little glass of some shit. You know, lately, at first I was fucking with the Paul. I was fucking Paul Masson.
Uncle Paul.
Got out the Paul. I was fucking the Paulie, you know what I'm saying? Wino type shit. Got out the Paulie. I fucking with the Kendall Jack and the Cognac, you know what I'm saying? That was 40 shit, Tycoon Cognac and shit. I was fucking with that shit. When I got off that shit, when I got the Paulie, you know, I transitioned to that. But once I get in that, a nigga might get a Jazz Plastic, you know, or two, you know, and shit, I just go. You know, when I hear the beat, if I feel like it's really one of the ones, I get the beat. Sometime, you know, it might be a conversation. You might come up to me and I might be like, you know, I might take heed to what you said. You could be the lowest man on the totem pole. I might fuck around and hear what you got to say, and it might be something I might put into my music. You know what I'm saying? I talk to anybody from the lowest to the top. You know what I'm saying? So it really ain't no, you know, thing. I might jot some shit down, put it in my notes, and pick it up later. You know what I'm saying? I got shit for years where, nigga, I ain't even used yet. You know what I'm saying? It ain't deflex or nothing like that. It's just that's what it is. I got shit I ain't even used yet. It's you know, conversations is really what it is, what's getting me going. You know, whenever I'm in a slump or some shit like that, like a conversation might bring me back to, oh, this what it was, and woo and I might, you know, transition to this. You know, if a nigga tell me he fucked up and I'm fucked up too, it might help me and get you a song where it's inspirational. You know, so it's all kind of over the place, bro. I really don't have a definite answer on how I come up with some music, but I know when I go to that lab, I'm ready to go. That's what it is. It ain't no plan. It ain't no, let me write shit down. None of that shit, nigga. I got it ready to go. Let me get a black. Let me get some lick in me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, maybe even still reserve. And I'm good to go. And that's what it is. Yeah, still reserve. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to wind it down, wrap it up. So all right, tell me again, what's next for T.E.Z? We got the album dropping. What else? What we got? Tell me what else.
Man. Honestly, shit, more music on the way. Most definitely more music on the way. I got another album coming. I'm not sure how many songs yet. Just depends on how many I feel like doing, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I got a joint album coming with my guy. I ain't gonna say his name because, you know, shit might happen where we might not do it.
Right,
you know. And it's just more music, man. And like I said, I'm getting to these cars, man. I'm trying to flip a few old schools and shit like that, you know, really come through and, you know, really, you know what I'm saying? Like really slide on something. So
I got you.
That's really what it is, man. You know, just stand on the case, man. However, whatever way, you know, that's really what it is, man. It's just being a father, man. You know, nigga, fatherhood, man. That's what it is. So that's all I can really say, bro.
And what's your all right, so tell me again, your album drop when and
August 27th, Hustlers Encyclopedia, capital T dot capital E dot capital Z. That's Trapping T.E.Z for the ones that don't know. It'll be on Apple Music, all platforms, however you want to listen to it, it'll be there, man. And tap in, man. It's a real good game, man. You know, I'm not into the politics, none of that shit. I don't care where you from, how, you know, it's on how you come to me, man. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Pause, you know. But, you know what I'm saying? It's on how you bring it, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't did no faulty shit, I care less about, you know, everything else, bro. As long as you rapping and that shit sound good to me, bro, because at the end of the day, we all trying to get a bag, you know, and, you know, it's enough money for everybody, man.
Facts.
You know, don't be scared, you know, as far as about doing a song with a nigga, because I'm going to gas you. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I'm supposed to feel. Yeah. And that's how you supposed to feel. You gonna gas me. And if you feel like you gonna gas me, I'm gonna gas you, that's gonna be a great song. So I don't get caught up in all that other shit and who the nigga is and his popularity and all that shit. I don't care about none of that shit because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do and he gonna do what he gonna do. You know, that's why I say when I do songs with niggas and they get in there and they tell us how you want me to say it. Nigga said how you did it before we got in here, nigga. And that's how it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do what you gonna do and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I asked you to be on the song because I knew it was gonna be gas. So that's what it is, man. But that's really what it is to sum it up, man. I'm still gas. I'm still mashing on the pedal, you know. A nigga thought about giving up on that shit, you know, because of just life and shit, but I had to drop my nuts, man. You know, you don't start nothing, don't finish it. You say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. I started growing these, 10 years ago.
Right.
You know, niggas in the lunchroom playing, talking about, I'm growing dreads. Probably about 3 niggas grew dreads. The rest of them niggas didn't grow dreads. So I realized then, them niggas was playing. They wasn't, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't going to do what they was going to do. So if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I try to hold on to it, man. But that's what it is, man. Trapping T.E.Z, T.E.Z. That's what it is, man.
August 27th.
August 27th, man.
Album, Hustlers Encyclopedia.
That's right. That's right.
Get that.
10 slaps, all gas, man. Ain't no skips, I promise you. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm not one of them niggas that'll lie. Ain't no skips. That's what it is, man.
And we out.
However you want to put it, nigga. My buddy, that's my buddy. Move militant, ain't never sloppy, not a dummy. Walk 2 steps, nigga got his heat on him. My buddy, that's my buddy. My buddy, that's my buddy.